you looking for a good scare without having to break your wallet? Like paying to watch a horror movie? Doesn't it sound silly to pay to get scared? Well, you're going to love our video today, because we are sharing with you 5 free horror games that you can download and play on your PC right now. Links to the game will be prepared in the video description below, be sure to check them out, and do not forget to subscribe to the Gamer Scroll for more videos like this. Let's go! Number 1, Lurking. Lurking is a multi-award winning indie horror game, which is designed to make you feel like the comic book hero Daredevil, except that you don't have his fighting skills. This sound-based horror game puts a player in total darkness, and the only way you can see is to create an audio pulse by walking or throwing objects. What makes this horrifying is the enemies lurking in the darkness. They use the very same audio pulse you created to hunt you down. And you are pretty much dead if you made one careless mistake and get caught. Lurking has a storyline, which you will find out what has happened as you progress further in the game, and that's assuming you aren't too scared to continue. For an immersive experience, let the enemy hear your fears. By enabling your mic in the game, every breath and sound you make to the mic will send an audio pulse too.
What went wrong? I was sure this would work.
Number 2, Cry of Fear. Cry of Fear started out as a Half-Life mod, made by a small group of Swedish students. This game has become famous because it was terrifyingly good. In this game, you play as a young man who was struck down by a car in the back road of a Swedish city. Desperately searching for answers after you woke up in the cold Scandinavian night. Cry of Fear has a strong emphasis on cinematic experience and immersion. You will be taken on a nightmare roller coaster ride as not everything is as it seems. There are a wide variety of enemies, and you will be surprised how some of the enemies can look so gruesome. But lucky for you, Cry of Fear also provides you a good range of weapons to fight against the enemies. Be warned, this game is not for the faint-hearted and not for those who prefer to just shoot your way to the end of the game, because Cry of Fear requires you to use a good amount of thinking to solve puzzles. To spice up some fun, you can also play this game with your friends. In the co-op mode, you and your friend will play as police officers who are on a patrol around the city. Number 3, No More Room in Hell. Ever think you can survive in a zombie apocalypse? If you can survive in this game, there's a possibility you can do it in a real one too. In this game, you are told to escape the premise but you barely get any clue and the game map is huge. Already, there are millions of the Walking Dead shambling about, searching for food to eat. There's no known cure. One bite can possibly end it all for you. In No More Room in Hell, you have a variety of weapons but each has its pros and cons. For example, melee weapons make less noise but make you vulnerable when attacking the enemy. A gun can kill a zombie from range but make loud noises that attract more nearby zombies.
I got 2 loads left!
Be warned, you can get infected by the zombie. It only takes one bite and your health will keep decreasing, till you die and turn into one. No More Room in Hell also features multiplayer mode up to 8 players. If you tried it and really like it, consider purchasing No More Room in Hell 2 to support the developers. Number 4, Possession Experiment. This indie horror game is highly recommended if you are a retro horror game enthusiast. In this game you play as the mastermind of an experiment whose lab has been breached by hostiles and you need to evacuate. And to do that without risking your life, you will control one of the experiments to do the job for you. You will be faced with puzzles that you need to solve while being chased by the enemies. There are items and weapons scattered around the lab which you can use them to defend against the enemies, but if you are killed, all the items you have found will be dropped. But fear not, you have 3 chances, and you can pick up the items from the previous location where you were killed. Possession Experiment has multiple endings, so it has many replay value. Number 5, Craven Manor. Want to test your brain? Craven Manor is the game for you then, from its unique puzzles, to the storytelling through notes that you will slowly undiscover as you progress in the game. This game synopsis is about a man who finds shelter when it is raining in the middle of nowhere, but he can't find anybody inside the manor. I wouldn't spoil the story because it is for your own enjoyment, and what I interpret in the game might be different from yours. So, you try it and let us know what you think of it. Well, things are always scarier in the dark than they are in the light, and this is a fact exploited by most horror stories. In many games, the moment you see the monster in the shadows is when you are in the most danger. But in Craven Manor, keeping your enemy in view is the only action that assures your safety. So perhaps it's time to face your fears and see if you have what it takes to complete this game. That's all for our top 5 free horror games on PC. As always, stay tuned for our next video by hitting the subscribe button, and the notification bell so that you will be notified when we release our next video. Till then, game on!